Minister, I come from a farming background. I'm afraid gender equality was always equal in our house. Everyone had their chores to do, everyone done their jobs. I have nieces of mine that drive trucks, and to tell you the truth, they drive them better than I can. So from a gender equality, I've always grew up with it. So one thing that struck me during the week, I was getting a small mark fixing the side of my car during the week, and I picked up my car. I was delighted to see there was a woman, panel beater, in the premises where I picked it up. I thought it was great. But then I've sat on many, many boards of schools where I have female teachers ask me that they're finding it very hard to get a male teacher on the schools. That's in primary and in secondary. So we have an awful lot of trades where we have a shortage of men for one trade, and we have a shortage of women on a different trade. But there should be equal opportunity for any person, male or female, to do any job. And as I say, I grew up in a farming background and I'm in construction myself. And what it brings to society now is that anyone can actually do anything if they put their mind to it. Yes, there's probably some physical works that are there that are better geared towards men. Heavy lifting, yes. But there's machines to do it there now. So there's no reason why anyone can't do it. So in the construction business, I've had the pleasure of working alongside many a female plasterer. It's a tough trade, but people want to do it. I was here with the IFA there recently, and we had a meeting with Minister Charlie McConalogue. And we were in Kilmallock Marts, and there was about 100 people present. And what shocked me on the night was there was 4 people there under the age of 30. 2 of them were female, 2 of them were male. And if you looked at the rest of the people that were in the mart, it was about, if you worked it out, it was about 80% or 90% were men and the rest were women. And the biggest thing that came to mind was, and it was said to the Minister, that the age group that were left in the mart were between 50 and 70 and older. And how we can encourage male and female for the next generation to take up farming. And I was delighted that there was 4 there, but there should have been 44 there if the services were there so they could actually have a decent living out of it. But how do we correct it? And I think the correction has to come from the primary schools upwards. And in the teaching of our children, coming up through all the ages, that at that early age, when they're asked, what would you like to be when you're older? Whether it is an astronaut, whether it is a politician, or whether it is a plasterer or a truck driver, whatever you want to be, or a doctor, that everyone in the room should have the equal opportunity to say what they're. And if we get that mindset at an early age, our next generation will do everything. But how do we tackle some of the industries that we can't invite men into, such as teaching roles in the primary school, and even into nursing? Why can't we get more females then into the male roles that we're doing? We have to make sure that there's a transition there, and that it is equally that people can do that type of work. So me personally, for one, as I said, equality was always in my house. And I'm the boss of my house when the boss is out. So, so that sums it up, doesn't it? So thank you very much, Minister.